Hello and welcome to this very special Silver Linings session. My name is Chrissy and I'm here to guide you through a stretch and breath sequence inspired by this incredible space around us here at Kamalame Cay, our retreat home. For today's session, we'll be focused on staying seated and eventually coming to a lying down posture. So make sure you have a mat or something soft beneath you. You may also wish to grab a towel to support you for some of our deeper stretches and hip openings. Otherwise, please just take a moment to check that you can see me clearly on your device when you're seated and lying down. That way you won't need to move your device at all. And finally, remember that this is your time to stretch, to breathe. So make it work for your body, listen for those modifications, and if in doubt, miss it out, simply continue to breathe. And that's exactly where we're going to start. So taking a nice comfortable seated position for you, draw one hand to the belly and place the other one on your heart. You can either close the eyes or just take a low, soft gaze and take a moment to arrive on your mat, taking a deep, smooth breath in through the nose, and then a long breath out through the mouth. You could make that an audible sigh, breathing away any negative thoughts, any stress that's occurred prior to this lovely session and our time together. And feel yourself grounding from the sit bones and growing tall through the spine as you breathe. Lengthening through the crown of the head. And maybe, like me, feeling the dappled sunshine on your skin. And from there, just blinking the eyes gently open if you took them closed. We'll continue to breathe deeply and start to take a side bend. So breathing in, draw your arms up. You can raise the gaze and a smile as well. And then gently draw the left hand or even the forearm to the ground and lengthen over like a beautiful bow. As we draw up to the sky with the arms again, grow tall through your torso and then reach the opposite hand up and over, aiming to ground through the left hip as you reach to the right side. Let's do that a few more times, breathing deeply as you inhale, gentle shrug of the shoulders down the back. As you exhale, maybe the gaze could go up to your hand, trying to move smoothly and deeply. Exhale all the way over. Good. From there, we'll add a little twist. So inhale, grow tall. And this time, draw the right hand over the left knee, placing your left hand just behind you. Grow tall and then spiral round, taking your gaze behind you. Perhaps there's a coconut tree there too. And then drawing yourself tall, spiral the other way. Left hand to right knee, right hand just behind you, taking that spiral, twisting rotation of the spine. Feels so good. Let's do that once more each side. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, spiral and twist. Gaze moving over back shoulder. And this is wonderful, not just for your spine, but also for your digestion. Wringing out the intestines, drawing yourself tall. This last time we're going to take a deeper twist. So draw yourself tall, come into that original twist, and then this time take the right hand below the left knee, curve forward and see if you can melt your forehead and curve the spine down, feeling a lovely asymmetrical stretch radiating down the right side. Inhale takes you tall, and we'll take that to our second side. So rotating through your waistline. Initially, you can just bring that left hand across, then draw the hand underneath, lift tall and bend your elbow, curving forehead towards knee. Again, you'll feel that stretch a little bit more down that left side. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting yourself tall, and we're going to move into our mermaid, the inspiration for this session. So for some, it's possible to stack the knees, but for most of us, you'll want to keep it an asymmetrical position. So top leg is slightly longer. Go ahead and take a firm grip of your right ankle and then draw the left arm, hug it towards your ear and lift through the waistline, getting that stretch. Exhale takes you over to the side as though you're between two glass walls. Inhale, grow tall through your center, lifting, and then exhale over. Good. We'll do that 2 more times, growing all the way tall. Think of eradicating all the wrinkles in your top, and then exhale over. Beautiful. Last time, we're adding in a nice twist, just like we did earlier on. So draw yourself tall, shrug the shoulder down, and as you side bend, rotate and see if you can draw that left hand again to the right knee, and just let the head bow and feel that twist and curve through the spine. Allow the shoulders just to gently melt away from the ears. Good, nice stretch, guys. Breathe into it, and then lengthen out your right leg. So we're sending the right leg out on a diagonal. That left heel can just gently draw in, if that's okay, on your knee. If it needs to be further away, go ahead and modify. Slide the right hand down and see where you can take a firm grip. Sweeping left arm overhead, reach and sweep it into a curved position. From there, again, we're going to take a twist down and then a rotation all the way up. Think armpit to blue sky. Exhale, curls you forward. Inhale, rotate up. Lovely, getting that spinal twist even deeper here, and hopefully a nice hamstring and inner thigh stretch as well. Final time, we're going to rotate and hold. I like to cross my wrists and flex the foot. If you're able to reach your foot, you do. If you can take a hold of the calf or the ankle, that's also a great spot. And from there, we just dive the head in that twisted forward fold, finding a deep hamstring stretch. And if you're really flexing your foot, maybe you're getting that stretch radiating right underneath the base of your foot. So great if you're a runner or a cyclist. From there, go ahead and bend the back knee, and we're coming into what I call a pretzel position. So the back knee is going to be in line with your hip, and you've got that front leg at a 90-degree angle. Go ahead and start to just rock and roll the hip. So this should feel gentle and easy. That left hand is giving you a little bit of support, and in a moment that's going to be pretty key to lifting up the hips if you feel like that's available today. So from there, we're going to go ahead and roll all the way up, pushing the hips up and taking the arm overhead as well. So it's like that mermaid move we did a moment ago. We're getting a little bit more front of thigh. Good. Let's take 2 more. Sweep and push the hips forward, gently drawing abs in to support you as you lift and curve. I love this stretch. It just feels so glorious to open up the front body. Expansive reach. See how far you can reach today. Good. And then gently, softly come down. We'll take a moment just to lengthen the legs, give them a little wiggle, a little shake before we head into the second side of our mermaid, guys. So again, you could stack the legs, but my preference, and I'm guessing it might be yours, will be to just have them slightly asymmetrical. Go ahead and wrap your left hand around the left ankle, sweep the right arm up, and then draw yourself tall and take that side reach. It's as though you're between 2 glass walls, so we're not twisting just yet. Find that length, and then draw yourself up tall. Slide the shoulder down the back as you reach higher through your fingertips. Maybe you could paint a rainbow with those fingertips. Good. Come all the way up. Nice. Last time. Up and over. And then we rotate the top shoulder, catch a hold of the knee, and let the head just melt forward. Let the weight of the head go heavy, and you've got that beautiful stretch through the spine, that spiraling sensation, opening up space between the ribs, more space to breathe. As you come up, extending that left leg this time on your diagonal, right heel just melting in towards you. Go ahead and slide the hand down. Maybe you can catch a hold, and then we sweep the other arm up and over. It's a beautiful arc. Dive the shoulder down, rotating upper body only, and then open chest, gaze, heart, and a smile to the sky. Let's do that 2 more times. Curving forward. Remember to breathe fluidly and smoothly if you can. Good. Last time as you curl forward, it's that little cross of the wrists. You can catch the calf, the ankle, or maybe your foot. If that's a distant dream, don't worry. We're all working towards our own goals here in stretch classes. And then folding deeply, finding again a hamstring stretch, maybe also the calf and the back of the foot. It's so good for the fascia there, which can get very tight. Beautiful. Breath in and breath out. As you roll up, let's go ahead and set that right leg now to a right angle and bend the back knee. So the knee is going to come in line with the hip, and then you're rotating left hip forward this time and back. It's like juicing up your hip joint. That may sound a little strange, but we want to keep those hips moving, flexible, especially as we get older and that range of motion starts to get a little smaller. Remember, that right hand is going to be key. So now pressing into the right hand, could you start to curl and lift the hips? So this is just an option. If you wanted to stay with the rocking, perfect. If you're ready to take it to that next level, you tuck the pelvis, gently lift the abdominals and sweep the arm over. Good. And come all the way back down. Nice. 2 more like so. Pushing and squeezing to lengthen the front of the hip. Gaze can follow the range of the arm. Nice. Last time, make it your deepest lift, your longest reach. Could you reach all the way over to the side of your space? Maybe I can reach that coconut tree. And then come all the way down. Beautiful. From there, just send the legs long. Again, give them a little rotation, maybe a little tap to the side of the leg, those tight IT bands. And we're going to come all the way down to lay down for our final section of our session today. So let's draw ourselves tall now, setting the feet hip sockets width apart. We're going to make our way smoothly and gently all the way to lying down, you'll be pleased to hear. So drawing the hands behind your knees to support you, start to curl the tailbone under. You can then slide the hands down the seam of your legging to give you that additional support to take you all the way to the mat. Once you arrive, take a moment to check that you're in the center, and then settle the spine gently into the mat. From there, we draw the knees one by one into the chest, hugging deeply. You could even lift your head to give yourself a deeper hug, and then slowly let the feet come down to the floor. We're coming into my favorite asanas, the banana asana. So we're going to send the legs long, flex the feet, interlacing hands, press the palms away from you, simultaneously push through the heels to lengthen through the whole body. Should feel really nice. From here, we'll walk the feet across to the left side of the mat, and you'll just gently bring the right leg on top, so ankle is crossed. Catch the right wrist with your left hand and sweep it overhead in a beautiful arc, which resembles a banana. From that point, you want to breathe smoothly into the side body. Imagine the sun is gently melting down onto you. Breathe and lengthen. Find that opening through the rib cage. Good, and then from there we'll switch sides when you're ready. Gently bringing legs across to the right side, slicing left leg on top of right. This time you're catching a hold of the left wrist, and again reaching over to the other side, just finding that length, finding breadth through the rib cage, opening the space between the ribs, those intercostal muscles, giving your lungs more space to breathe. Lovely, and from there, unhooking the leg, just bringing your feet as wide as your mat. Feel the edges of the mat and feet align, and we'll take the hands to a low V position. Take a moment to shrug the collarbones wide, and then start to rotate knees to the left and nose to the right. Inhale right through center, nose and knees, switch sides. Keep reaching through the fingertips, energy through that spine. Nice. Couple more times, guys, and this should now feel quite easy after all the twists that we've been doing in the session. Peace in the lower back. Inhale and exhale over. Good. Last time, left and right. Ease and gently rotate. Nothing forced here, we're going to be kind to the spine. Beautiful. And then we'll settle for the end of our session into a comfortable posture. So we're going to bring the feet in just a touch. The knees will come to touch and the spine remains long. And this supportive rest pose is a really powerful place to allow the whole spine to simply sink into the mat, to ground into that mat. And then take a moment to shrug the collarbones, and we'll start a little breathing sequence called a box breath. Essentially, you inhale for 4 counts, you hold a full breath for 4 counts, you exhale over 4 counts, and then you hold it empty. So with me, just settle in and breathe a couple of normal breaths in your normal way. Feeling the belly and the ribs rise and fall, feeling it melting down and into the mat. And then we'll inhale for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hold that breath like a big balloon for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Exhale all the air out for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. And then stay it empty for 3, for 2, for 1. Continue with this count in your head, feeling the air and a silken thread drawing into the body, that sensation of fullness through the lungs. On the exhalation, try to make it smooth and silken again, and then that empty, almost hollowed sensation. We have a few more cycles of that breath together in your own time, at your own count. And try to feel that whole sensation of melting and grounding into the mat as you breathe. If you're feeling any sensations of tightness in the shoulders, just melt them back into the mat. Try also to release the facial muscles, that little line between the eyebrows. Let's all take one full cycle together, finding a sense of calm, a sense of stillness here. And you absolutely have my invitation to stay here if you wish to stay longer and breathe and relax. But if you need to move on with your day, let's gently draw the knees one by one into the chest, giving them a nice tight squeeze, elongating the lower back. And then when you're ready, rolling gently to one side, taking a moment in a supportive posture there and making your own way slowly to a seated posture of your choice. Make sure it's comfortable for you. Finding that grounded sensation that you started with through the sit bones, a sense of length through the crown of the head. And we'll take one deep breath in all together, sweeping the arms high, taking the gaze and a smile to the sky. Palms gently draw together, and as they draw back down towards your heart center, let them rest there for a moment. Give a little moment of gratitude, a little smile to yourself for having taken this time for your body and to relax the mind. And blink your eyes open when you're ready, and I'll say a big thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to lead you through this beautiful session in this beautiful place. And I look forward to seeing you back at Silver Linings very soon indeed.